Hello, this is Manesh Patel from EII Capital Group. This is a weekly Ichimoku analysis for global markets. We'll be covering NASDAQ, Dow, SP 500, Sensex, FTSE, Nikkei, and possibly Hong Kong and Chinese markets in the future, if not today. Okay? Here are my contact details. Here's a disclaimer. Normal procedures is for educational use. All charts are either in Thinkorswim, TradeStation, or FreeStockCharts.com. Okay. Here are my contact details. If you have any questions, you could contact us there and ask us any questions, or if you would like to see a certain market exchange, you could let us know there too. Okay, so we're gonna go straight into our heat map, and here's our heat map. And remember, we're looking for a rating system. The way it works is 5 to 8 is being bullish, and -5 to -8 being bearish. You can see the ES, the weekly is neutral, but the daily is bullish. Dow futures are for extreme bullish, and if you could see from the NASDAQ, they're extreme bullish. Okay, NASDAQ, as we've been talking about, if you're going to go long, take a NASDAQ stock and go long. If you're going to go short with any opportunities, definitely choose one from the SP 500, and this is validating it right there. Okay, it shows you the signs of weaknesses in both. Okay, so if you're doing those type of strategies. Now, let's go and look at the U.S. markets first, and then we'll start going to the global markets. And let's go start look at the NASDAQ. So let's go look at the futures and go find the NASDAQ. It should be NQ. Okay, now we'll look at the NASDAQ first because this one's been leading the markets. You could see that it's getting close. Its resistance level right there on the weekly time frame, which is at 2049. Not quite there yet, but remember, this is a minor pullback, and it could sit there easily, get there tomorrow. We don't know that, but it's very, very strong. You could see the one thing of caution right now is that Tinkins is not following price at all. So we're expecting a pullback sooner or later. Reason why is Tinkinson really needs to follow price in order for the trend to keep on going. Okay, let's go look at the daily time frame of the NASDAQ futures. You could see that it got to its high. It seems like slowly it's trying to roll over and roll over now. So it looks like it's trying to do its pullback, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, what type of pullback it's going to be, whether it be a major, minor, we don't know yet until we start seeing some signs of it. Okay. Now let's go look at the Dow futures. Let's go look at the weekly time frame. If you look at the weekly time frame, same scenario. It's now looks like it needs a little pullback. You got a little doji bar if you look in Japanese candlesticks, but this is still very bullish. The only problem here compared to the NASDAQ futures is the Chicago. The Chicago's in price, and a couple more consolidation, it's going to be bearish. So it looks like it's trying to stop this guy from going any higher right now until a pullback occurs and some time goes by. Just like the NASDAQ, look at this. It's slowly starting to turn. Okay, let's go look at ES. You can see the chart patterns are almost the same between all of them, but the NASDAQ's a little more bullish. Now, for the S&P 500, look at this. The future cloud is still not turned yet. The Tinkins and Cajuns still have not flipped yet. So this thing looks like if it's going to go bearish first, this thing looks like it's going to lead it. Okay, so you got to wait and see what happens here, but this thing still has not popped out yet. Now, we're not saying that you should go long on this yet. Reason why this may have the biggest returns compared to the NASDAQ, which is already taken off. However, we're still not recommending this to go bullish on any S&P 500. Reason why is the future cloud and all that stuff is not flipped over. Okay, that's why we're not recommending it yet. Okay, if you look at the daily time frame, pretty much just consolidating. And in here, it's pretty much just sitting there right around the Tinkinson, just like all the other three markets. So it's been a chop week all last week where nothing really happened. It was low volume too. If you look last week, and we could go here, you could see, well, it's average volume here, but if you're a day trader, you could see there was not much volume at all, unless it was in certain stocks. Okay, so we're just pretty much sitting back, waiting to see what happens in those markets right now. Now, let's go to the global markets. Here's the weekly Ichimoku market analysis for the Nikkei market. You can see the Nikkei market, the price is below the cloud, so it's bearish. One problem is that it's still not below the Tinkinson here. So you want it to get below this Tinkinson value of 92.73 before it starts going down and retesting this level of 89.15. But this market is bearish compared to the U.S. markets, okay? And you could see this cloud's forming here. So it looks like this guy is just sitting there consolidating between this guy of 97.30 and then this level here at 91.19. And it's got to break one way or the other. This looks like here, what's happening here, it looks like it wants to break down lower. Definitely wants to get below this level here at 89.15. Then possibly this may get to 81.87 and then may hold. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen in this one. Okay. Let's go look at the Sensex, which is the Indian market. You can see the Indian market still going very, very strong. Word of caution. Price is starting to get far away from this Tinkinson, which is not good at all. So we have to wait and see what's going to happen. Let's see if we can get monthly on this. You can. We're pretty much now. Okay, so here we go. We're at the monthly here. You could see we're right at the resistance level at the monthly, which is right here. So, you know, the Indian market has come completely back compared to any other markets out there. China may also be there too. But as far as global, this has completely retraced everything all the way back up. So this is very, very strong. You can see from the monthly time frame, it'd be very, very cautious right now if you're entering any new positions. I definitely would be taking profits if you're playing this market. Okay, let's go back to the weekly time frame. Let's go look at the FTSE. Go look at the London exchange. London, exactly like the U.S. market, pretty much came to a level here. Looks like it's stopping, and the question is what's going to happen now. This could also be noted as a head and shoulder pattern here, so be very careful. A lot of people are going to be looking at that too. Okay, let's see. Brazil. There's Brazil futures and all that. Let's go to Hong Kong. Okay, Hong Kong market. There it is, right there. If you look at the Hong Kong market, pretty much right at a resistance level right now. Having a hard time breaking out of that, but look at the future cloud. It's still bearish. It has not turned bullish at all. So this does not look good for the Hong Kong market at all. In fact, this probably looks like a good shorting opportunity coming up sooner or later for a long term. Okay, reason why is it could be a triple top right there, or quadruple, whichever way you want to look at in this consolidation pattern. But it doesn't look good at all for the Hong Kong market. Let's see if we have the China market in here. Okay. I don't think that's in here. Let's just look at some of this. Let's just look here. Actually, this is not even worth looking at right now, but I'll find out the China market and stuff like that. But if you have any questions in regards to other markets that we should analyze, definitely let me know, and we'll start looking at those there. All those markets you could see actually on freestockcharts.com, or you could go to EII Capital and just click on charts. It's pulling all the data feed from freestockcharts.com, and it's great free website there for anyone to use out there. Here are my contact details. If you have any questions, please let us know.